If I ask you now to talk about Abraham, biblical Abraham, most likely, if you have to talk about him, what do you know about him? What did you read in the scripture? You'll probably say he's a prophet, God loved him, God tested him, God tested him over Isaac, and he's a prophet. But I want to tell you, will it shock you that Abraham went to war with 5 countries? The man Abraham went to war with 5 countries and won, and came back with goods, came back, recovered everything that was stolen. His nephew, Lot, was invaded, and they took away Lot, took away all he had, took away the wives, and ravaged that country. And so what happened? The man Abraham, the man you know that you think is just one naive farmer. No, God doesn't make use of naive people. God chooses special people for special assignments. So when you read about a character in the scripture that is favored by God, you must know that these people have exceptional qualities. I'll take you to Genesis chapter 14, verse 14. You see that Abraham trained 318 militia guys under his house, under his roof, in his compound or whatever. He trained them for war. And you know what it takes to train 318 people that were born under his watch, to train them and get them ready for war? That's what Abraham did. 318 people. And so with these 318 people, as of those days, population had not exploded. He warred 5 countries and defeated them. Took war to 5 countries and defeated them. The man Abraham. So you never knew he was a warrior. And so in your mind, in your calculation, when you think that God just favors people who are in church all the time, and all that. Even before David went to church and start to the temple and start singing and start writing psalms, he was a warrior, exceptional guy who gave out himself to fight against Goliath. To fight, he gave out himself like he was dead, because he couldn't be compared to the giant that he defeated in art of war. And so what I'm saying is that God uses exceptional people. But this time around, I'm focusing on the man Abraham. Now, let's look at it. This man trained 318 guys from the time they were born to when they could go to war. And it's not the kind of coward war where they just get somewhere and burn everything. No. They went to war, fought a tactical war, and recovered goods. That's very tactical. It's not just one kind of bush war. And so this takes a lot of training to achieve this kind of a thing. It takes a lot of training to achieve all these kind of things. And so the man Abraham had herders who were dealing with his sheep. He had people who were dealing with his sheep. And of course, there were also women there. And so when I personally looked at it, that logistically, Abraham would have to cope with at least 2,000 people under his household. That's quite large for one man. And they are well fed, they are clothed, they are well taken care of. So a man that could oversee people that large. So let's look at it. These 318 guys that were trained for war, Genesis 14:14, they will have siblings. And of course, having such a very large number of people will mean you have to improve your logistic counts. So that means you have as many cooks, you have as many stewards, and then that's for people who are going to be trained in art of war, the 318 guys. Now let's look at it. This guy also is a shepherd, and he had large flock of shepherd, large flock of bulls, of goats, of rams, and all that. So how many shepherds do you think this was under the care of this man?